Hi everybody, it's me. Someone just booked with me while I was getting this sorted. So I'm booked through January of 2019, going back in time. I'm going to open February, but I'm going to open with a whole new system because I signed up for Zoom and paid extra so I can have recordings done automatically and I can send you guys the recordings. So I like that. So that'll start up as soon as I talk to Zoom next week and sort it out. Because even those of you who've already made an appointment, we could probably do Zoom as soon as I know how to figure it out. But that's the way I'll be doing it, which means you call in a number, give your code, and then we're on face-to-face. If you don't want face-to-face, we can do it via just the phone. So I like that, huh? Okay, so we're gonna get that done. I found the 2 people that won the raffle and they were excited. I've got them booked in September. And don't forget, at the end of this month, I pull again from the people who have already put in. So don't buy any raffle tickets. Oh, that reminds me. The way I set it up, the state wants to get defined what type of organization I am. So I have to send that back in. I just remembered. Thanks for reminding me. Okay. And then the Sedona. Oh my God. I think we have over 60 tickets sold. And I'm looking so forward. I think our limit is 100. But I mean, if it stays at 60, I'll be happy. But I just want to remind you again that it's on my www.lindagrindle.com, and we have a lot of activities that are all included except the UFO thing. I think it's $25. That's one of my favorites, and I'll be there with you guys. So that should be exciting. It's kind of our first rodeo with that kind of a crowd, so I want to be totally available for everyone and get into it, and I'm excited. Okay, so we got that going. All right, so anyway, let's get down to business because I had to set this thing up. My other one broke and they said they would replace the part, so I might just send the broken part to them, but I had to get one because this particular thing I use for filming is perfect for me. Fits my phone just right. And it's got a little light on it, so. Okay, so let's do, McCain, when I was driving in, I tried to hear him. I could see him psychically. Looking fantastic. I guess he was quite the looker back in the day. But did some of you guys kind of feel like maybe his wife is sort of stern, or maybe she's trying her hardest not to get emotional, but she's sort of dismissive towards the daughter, the blonde daughter? I don't know if any of you guys saw that. And I'm not feeling warm and cozy between those two. Maybe she was jealous of his attention towards her. I don't know, or it could just be a tough time and she's like him, just toughen it up, because that one's kind of all over the place. But I don't know if anybody else noticed. Okay, so I have a couple of things we'll hit up, and then remember, I'll be here again tomorrow. A lot of you guys have asked about Pence. Aka Satan. I got the Omaroso audio, and the things she had to say about him, he was pretty creepy. And his staff apparently, according to her, called him Mr. President. Oops. And she told Pence, oh, you plan on running for president after President Trump is out in 8 years? He said, oh, you really think he'll go 8 years? He said, I like your attitude. Okay, and listen, I've been meeting people all the way from Saudi Arabia, everywhere, with my readings. You guys are fantastic. Everybody always has an open door. Girl, if you're ever out here, just come on down. I'm like, you know what? I need to start traveling and meeting my folks. Okay, so, Pence. Let's check him out. What can you tell me about Pence? 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 Vice President Pence. The Iceman. The Iceman cometh. What can you tell me about Pence? Here he is. He's got a lot of people around him that think he's terrific. He's a judger. He sits in judgment of everybody. He goes through some bleak moods, but here's the outcome of Pence, you guys. The death card. So, I would say they're looking at the ending coming up. And I have often felt, and I've told you guys, that I feel he'll go down with the ship too. It's going to be chaos, is what I'm seeing. And I was going to tell you, I kind of picked up McCain, but not quite. He seems to be sticking near his coffin or near the family. And very handsome, very happy to have his full body capacity again. A lot of love for his family, a lot of love. He's actually laughing. So I asked him psychically, but you know, I don't want Trump to succeed. I mean, that's probably bad to say, but I don't want him to succeed because he's hurting so many people. As you well know, the government employees do not get their 2% raise, and because he's got to save money for his golf games. And there's millions of people that won't be voting for him. He has no idea what he's doing to himself. Oh my God, it's hysterical. Okay, so the death card is here. So when you say death, what are you meaning? Ooh, big disappointments. Big disappointments. Stuff you can, oh, and it's all based on Trump. So because of Trump, he's going down. So his love of this nation will be ended. He's going to be DC'd, as we call it in nursing lingo. Discontinued. So let's go ahead and ask about Trump, just out of curiosity. So I guess he's quiet today, but yesterday he went crazy. And did you guys see him on the Indiana one? Fortunately, MSNBC doesn't pick up his things anymore, which is great. But he did say to everybody, the Democrats are trying to cut Medi-Cal or Medicare. They're trying to cut your Medicare. What? Okay, so yeah, they're trying to cut your Medicare, and become socialist, or Medicare is socialism. So it was so stupid. Oh my God, he's so frickin'. And I'd say Forrest Gump, but Forrest Gump had a heart. But he's stupid. And I totally believe that his professor at the school said he was the worst, stupidest student he ever had. Okay, try not to get upset, Linda. Remember. What can you tell me about Donald Trump? His numbers went down to 36%. People are saying they don't want him to get rid of Mueller. Is he going to do something stupid? What are we looking at? Ooh, I do see Mueller. Mueller's definitely working on something else. Something else is getting ready to hit, and hit hard. It's not Trump, but it's someone close to Trump. I don't even see that other wise ass. What's his name? You know, the guy with the real white hair. I just went blank on him. Is his name Powers or something? Anyway, he's telling everybody, I'm getting ready to get arrested. What about President Trump? What can I tell everybody? But anyway, I asked McCain. Sorry, I'm scattered, you guys. I asked McCain, so tell me, and you know, I'm prejudiced. But he said, I said, are they going to get rid of him? He told me yes. He told me yes. So he gets to see the future. Ooh, he can't even trust his psyche. He's so off the wall. He's totally reversed. There's money issues coming up. Oh my God, you guys, the tower is the outcome. He's going to be blown out of his seat. Judgment is coming to him. Listen, these babies don't lie. I may not get, sometimes I read things and it doesn't happen and people get upset like, well, you said such and such. But I say if usually when I see it, it might not be at the time you think, but it does come up. Like I've had people say 3 years later, you know, bada bing, bada boom. So listen, look at this. People will be dancing on the streets. People will be in such joy. Oh my God, he's in the tower. So what we see is about ready. More stuff is coming out and it has to do, I think, with Russia. I think something major is coming in. And you know, he's scared to death to make any moves because of Russia. A lot of this crazy stuff he's doing is Russian based. So, and I told you Mueller isn't happy with him removing people's ability to, what was that guy? You know, the one that he got rid of his security clearance. He really thinks, oh, listen, you know, McCain lied and stayed at the Capitol. Trump will lie and stayed at McDonald's. Or I'll tell you what, I see him being considered like the worst thing that ever happened. But you know what, you guys, it's because of him that we're going to make sure none of this ever happens to anybody else again. So, oh my God, you guys, this is fantastic. Okay, so I had a friend wanted me to ask just a couple of questions. Bobby Burchfield, who's replacing, is considered, not for sure, replacing Don McCain. Is he going to be part of anything that's going on here? And the last one I want to read on is the children, because as you know, there's still 500, and they just came up with three children that were sexually molested in Arizona. It's a free-for-all for these perverts. Okay, Bobby Burchfield. Will he replace Don McCain? Someone just said no. I just heard it as clear as day. Something's getting ready to hit the fans, and a lot of stuff is going to be... No, it's not him. They're looking out. I mean, I don't think they're going to be able to come up. He's definitely not, because here's this. So either Trump's going to die or something major within his organization is getting ready to happen. So there's a lot of stress, a lot of trouble, and there is a man here, but it's not Burchfield, that will eventually come forward. Oh, this is going to go on for a while, you guys. I'm sorry. Just because Trump is going, it's like it's one subpoena after the other. Okay, I got that one. And then let's do Abigail Spanberger, the former CIA agent from Virginia, who had her personal information stolen by Paul Ryan, or not stolen. They got it and they're releasing it. And she's not even a bad person. It's just the underhandedness of the Republicans. Tell me about Abigail. Will she win her seat despite all this nonsense? Or because of it? Because of what they've done, are people going to be pissed off? Abigail. I think she was on Maddow last night. Tell me about... Okay, let's take a look-see. Yeah, it's pretty ugly. There'll even be a court case about this, you guys. Either she'd be compensated or something. Something's going to happen where they're like, you know, this was bad and we got to make sure this... Oh, yes, she's going to win. She's going to be riding on her horse. Oh, sorry. Yeah, she's real upset about this, you guys. Oh, 10 of coins. Yeah. I think she'll get some money because of this, or they're going to have to pay her, or this organization that released it will be in trouble. And it's a judge's order. So you haven't seen the last of this, but she's going to win. Woo. Yes, thank you. Now listen, yesterday, my friend and Dan and I were brainstorming, and I wanted him to know that I was throwing the cards just to check on that is it Beto O'Rourke? I just wanted to double check, and again, it showed him winning. And you know who else showed winning was that Danny O'Connell, the one I said would win, but he didn't win barely. He barely squeezed through. I think the Russians are definitely influencing, but they're not as powerful. I don't know what they're doing behind the scenes, but it feels like they're on it. Everybody's on it. You know, the more Trump keeps talking and lying, the more people are hating him. It's harder and harder because they can't stand the stink in the room. So, okay, and I'll read on Kavanaugh real quick just to double check, and then let's get into the children. But Kavanaugh is coming up next week. I felt like why Kavanaugh, and we'll see what happens, but I felt like what Kavanaugh is going through this thing with Congress or whatever, something else hits the fans. Something else looks bad. And it's like, I see, you know that old scene that in the 1930s and 40s when people were in a courtroom and everybody ran out to those phone booths outside and they'd hit it so hard, sometimes the phone booths would fall over. That's what I'm seeing. It's like all kinds of news media. Holy shit. I mean, it's like boom, 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 boom. So Kavanaugh. Tell me about Kavanaugh. Have you guys seen those commercials? Oh, it's usually women. And one is a woman. I can tell she's Hispanic or something. Oh, he's a straight shooter. No, he isn't. He's a liar. Is Kavanaugh, I've told you before, I didn't see him doing it, but let's just double check in case things, okay, thank you. Somebody just said no, he's not. Okay. Can I put my money down on that? Yes. Kavanaugh going to be the new justice. Oh, he's got the tower too, you guys. Something's getting ready to happen that's going to disrupt things. Nine of Swords. Other people are trying to hold him up. Other people are trying to push him in. I don't know if they start to say yes and then something happens. Because remember I told you before, even if he got called in, he would get impeached because the Democrats are going to take over. Even if he's in there, he's not there for long. So he has high hopes, and I see people struggling to pull him in. But then I see him like he's Nine of Swords. So he's not going to make it. Yep. Justice and, oh, sorry, you guys. I dropped a card. The Knight of Swords usually means, you know, someone coming in saying no. No, and there's money stuff with him too, they're going to find out. Or they're looking at. He is actually going to be blown out of the water because he thought he was all good. It's very possible he doesn't get in. If he does get in, it's possible he's out before 6 months is out. Okay, but it's a lot of hard cards on them. I kept feeling, this is the psychic thing I get. I see him standing in the wings. Standing in the wings waiting for them to call him, and he never gets called. So I don't know what that means. Okay, let's look at the children, you guys. Tell me about these poor little angels. 500 children, 22 under 5. Children being sexually molested. There was a child that died, like I told you guys. But I'm not seeing the uproar like I did before. It's not, they're not, I see the news carrying it, but it's not like front page. But there are behind the scenes things going on. They're saying that a lot of these parents that gave up custody were coerced into that. El Salvador is actually coming up with the money so these families can come in and sue and get their children back. So that's cool. What about these angels? Are we going to get all the angels back to their moms and dads? Lies, a lot of lies. They said be patient, you guys. Yeah, it's definitely going to happen. Money's being thrown at it. So there's money coming from all over the place, which shows a lot of strength, and it shows like struggle, just getting in there and struggling to get this done. But the Hermit is on top, which means be patient and know that this too shall pass. But there's going to be monies. Remember, I think I told you guys, let me know if I didn't. Remember I told you that I think that because of all this and the trauma they caused, that the United States is going to pay. Trump hasn't. He's caused so much damage that we as a nation are going to have to pay for his sins. Yeah. There's some kids I see that their families got lost or something. And I do see them going to good homes. We will be watching these children. So this is good. But it's a little struggle. So, okay, you guys. So thank you. As I told you, I think I'm pretty much full through the end of January. I'll open up again in about a week or so. I'll see you tomorrow, but I want you to know, FYI, I'm going to Vegas this next weekend. I don't gamble, but I'm going to see my dear friend Tristan, who used to be with the band Chicago, and now he's with Kenny Loggins. So we're going to go up there, a little early birthday celebration. And then the end of September, I'll be in Oklahoma. But I'll do some live stuff from there with the powwow, with my Comanches. And we'll do a little curse. Oops, did I say that? I didn't mean it. Okay, you guys take care. I'll see you mañana. Ciao.